The campus had a desire to embrace food studies and nutrition and food issues and hunger in a way that was coordinated and meaningful. And it just seemed like good timing, great topic, wonderful, wonderful faculty leads who brought passion to their work and outstanding leadership to the theme.
Food for All has really been this whole campus-wide initiative that's been about motivating and supporting food-focused scholarship on campus, conversations, activism for our students and our faculty, and really, I think, community engagement. You know, not just on the Carolina campus, but literally with our regional community and with our state community as well.
Well, just starting with the two co-chairs, I'm more in the food science, public health area, and Marcy is more in the history, cultural, Southern studies kind of aspects. I think bringing together more of the kind of food, science, health with the cultural anthropology side of things has been really nice.
They had an ambitious agenda, and I'm thinking about people like Marcy Ferris and Alice Ammerman, who came to us with great ideas and really energetic leadership and wanted to carry it forward. And they were able to build coalitions with students, with community members, with chefs and food providers and farmers, and the array is really remarkable.
There have been so many great moments in the 3 years of the Food for All initiative. Probably one of my most favorite moments has been the creation of the Meantime Cafe.
The Meantime is our student-run coffee shop on campus. It was the vision of 3 or 4 co-founders several summers ago. They got some initial startup support from Food for All, but the idea is at a base level to serve good coffee, but their thinking is to do that in a way that's independently owned, uses fair trade and responsible coffee, employs student workers from barista to CEO, and is really a professional development opportunity for students as they come into the organization and grow. One thing that's been really fun to watch is the number of student-run food organizations on campus, from the Meantime Coffee Shop downstairs here at the Y, to the Edible Landscape, to Nourish.
Some of my students that I was working with, we got to plant blueberry bushes right behind Davis Library, and it felt like blueberry bushes. Like, this is the best. To see all that beautiful food growing. Edible Campus was in part sponsored by Food for All, and that food, most of it goes to the Carolina Cupboard, which is the amazing food pantry that was started by students at Carolina.
I was hosting a visit from 2 leaders of King's College London, and they were really interested in public service and in our community. We were having lunch in the Carolina Inn. We had just eaten Southern food for lunch, and we walked from the Carolina Inn to the Carolina Community Garden, and they couldn't believe it. They said, "Oh, this is just amazing, and you're using the food from here to feed the lowest wage workers of Carolina in a regular way. Thousands of pounds of food a year get delivered, and the students are helping with the work in the garden." I think it was really like a very nice way to demonstrate one of the values of Carolina, which is give back. For the blessings we've been given, we give back. We do that in a million ways, and for this theme, that's a really tangible way.
One thing I think we've all really heard for a long time at the university and really across the country and around the world is how much need and interest and kind of a crying out for food studies at the university and within the academy, how important that is. So we took that first step forward with Food for All and created a food studies minor.
I think it's a way of pulling together things around campus. People were taking like one course here, one course there, but not in a coherent kind of way and not necessarily knowing about some of the other opportunities. So I guess most minors have a little bit of a hodgepodge effect to them, that you're piecing together things from here and there, but we're also trying to bring it together in a way so that people can kind of make connections between the different courses. And I think there's just a booming interest in different food-related activities, so it gives kind of a home for that kind of thing.
I would say that Food for All has helped really empower women. I didn't mention that in our mission statement specifically, but we do women programming as well, and that's developed over the past 5 to 10 years. And so Food for All actually provided scholarships to our women community food leaders so that they could attend some of our conferences. And that has been huge because Food for All has empowered not just women farmers, but chefs, community leaders, female students to engage and learn about how to get more pasture meats into restaurants and retailers and butcher shops, and it's made a pretty huge impact. We have a lot of our graduates that are opening up butcher shops and are doing some amazing work in the food community now. It's not one monumental event. We do a lot of big events and that feels good, but really it's in the day-to-day connecting people with resources. And Food for All made that possible by sending community members to our events and helping us reach people who otherwise wouldn't be able to come and get this kind of educational training in the food system.
Another really important partner for Food for All has been Carolina Dining Services.
The dining services at UNC actually has worked very hard, and we are one of the few public universities in the Southeast to have accomplished the Real Food Challenge, which is to have a certain amount of the food that's produced, that's used to be locally grown, but then also sustainably grown, and that even the eggs and the meats being done in a way that's sensitive to animals.
This program that we began with Food for All will just continue to grow because you can't stop it. You know, there's been so much interest, not only in an academic way, but in kind of our public engagement and our community engagement and what we do for North Carolina related to food justice, food activism, creating sustainable food systems, not just on campus, but throughout the state and the region. And that's, like I said, it's unstoppable.
I'm really proud of how much has been accomplished here at Carolina. And part of the pride is it's been done with a sense of joy and of energy. People have loved doing it. And food is that kind of thing. It brings people together, and it's a way of bringing cultures together. The campus has come together and the community has joined them. So it isn't something that's just about the Carolina community. It is about the community surrounding the university broadly. And I think that's got a lot of sustainability. Good relationships will last. And that's the best outcome we could ask for.
We're hoping what will happen next is Food for All will now grow into the Food for All partnership for the future. And that will help us to continue to develop the food major, continue food studies on campus, and again, scholarship, publications, and engagement within the larger community.